They simply did a dumb move. A dumb move. What did they do? So they trade away Haasan Reddick, your best pass rusher, arguably your best defensive player. What do they get? A 2026 third round pick. It could be a second round pick. Now, here's the good part about this. I'll go with the good part first, and then I'll get to the idiotic, the stupid part. What's the good part? The good part is, well, the Eagles are in a win-win kind of. In terms of if Haasan Reddick balls out, the Eagles get a second-round pick. If he plays more than 67% of the Jets snaps and he gets 10 sacks or more, the Eagles get that second-round pick. They go from a third-round pick to a second-round pick. That's pretty good. Now, if he doesn't produce, what does that tell the Eagles? He was an aging player that was heading towards a decline. Because if Haasan Reddick doesn't play 67% of the games and he doesn't get 10 sacks, what that tells us is he's declining as a player. He's 29, going on 30. He is declining. So that's the win-win. I think that, Howie Roseman is thinking in his head, like, if he does well, we benefit. If he doesn't do well, shoot, it was good that we got off him. So I get that premise. What don't I get from this? You have a guy who's your best pass rusher as of right now. He's a better player than Bryce Huff. Then right now, he has produced more in 4 seasons, 11 sacks or more in the last 4 seasons compared to Bryce Huff, who wasn't a starter but had a breakout season last year on a stacked Jets squad. So this is a huge risk. Huge risk. My problem is what you traded for Haasan Reddick wasn't a win-now move. You get a third-round pick. Not for 2024. Not for 2025. For 2026. Like, let's keep it a bean. This Eagles team is not going to be the same in 2026. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't know if this Eagles team is still going to be a championship contender in 2026. That's a good chunk of time right there. That's 2 straight seasons. Are we going to have that same offensive line? Are we still going to have Jordan Davis? Are we still going to add Devontae Smith? Now, look, if we don't extend Devontae Smith, I literally won't be a fan anymore. I will support somebody else. Heck, I might support the Saints. For God, I don't know. I might support somebody else. But I'm saying is you are supposed to make a move that helps you win right now. Trading away Haasan Reddick does not help you win right now. I would have rather the Eagles have done this. Have Haasan Reddick play his final year on his contract, go all for it this year, and if he walks, he walks. But that's a better, scenario than trading away your best pass rusher and getting a 2026 third-round pick that you're never going to use when you're in win-now mode. You got me? Like, you feel me? That's why I'm upset. And this is not me saying I don't believe in Nolan Smith. The jury is still out. He said that he's real hungry. He said that he's starving. He said that, you know what? If it's some food on the floor, he's going to eat it up. No diddy. But the thing is, I do think that he will have a much better year than last year when he was underutilized. Nick Sirianni, those guys, they didn't trust him. But he's going to have to play more snaps this year. We still got Josh Sweat. Bryce Huff, although it is a risk, I do believe that he's very effective when he does rush the passer and that he will be somebody that the Eagles will definitely lean on a lot this season. But this is a big risk by Howie Roseman. And I'll say this, Howie Roseman's job is on the line depending on how this move shakes out. If Bryce Huff is a bust, I promise you, Howie Roseman, he's gone. If Haasan Reddick goes off in New York and Nolan Smith is a bust, Howie Roseman, he's a goner. He's a goner. He should be a goner if this happens. His job is literally on the line. Now again, maybe Haasan Reddick declines. Maybe Bryce Huff turns to be the new Haasan Reddick. Maybe Nolan Smith becomes a breakout player of the year. So nothing's set in stone, but I would still like to have our best pass rusher. And for all of y'all that's saying Haasan Reddick didn't do anything else in the regular season, those past 7 games, he didn't do nothing. Look at this. Haasan Reddick was under Matt Patricia for the last 7 games of the regular season and the playoffs. Anybody will do bad under Matt Patricia. He is terrible. Whether it's defense, whether it's offense. Mac Jones, best example, literally went from a good player to a bum when Matt Patricia was his coordinator. Like, I'm not kidding, bro. He sucks all around. That's why I actually believe that James Bradbury will do well next season, because he has a competent DC instead of Matt Patricia, who can't coach a parked car. He sucks, bro. He sucks. So I'm going to go off on him, because don't have me go out here. Don't be out here talking about Haasan Reddick ain't that guy and judging his production under Matt Patricia. The same thing goes for Josh Sweat, bro. The same thing goes for Josh Sweat. So I believe in Vic Fangio, and my disgust with this trade doesn't mean that I'm, not feeling good about this defense. It's still going to have to be dependent on who? Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. If all those 3 players go crazy next season, we're not going to miss Haasan Reddick. I promise you that. If Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Keely Ringo, all these guys we done drafted, if they prove their worth, Nolan Smith, we literally will not miss Haasan Reddick. I promise you that. So this move that Howie Roseman made, Howie Roseman is betting on his young players to show up. He's betting on his young players to fill in the void of Haasan Reddick. The jury is still out on everybody. I think the only person that we know guaranteed is a sure thing is Jalen Carter. Everybody else, I have high hopes for them. I believe they will, do well in Philly. But the jury is still out. That's just me being unbiased, me being objective. The jury is still out. It's a risky move, but this move is going to dictate whether or not Howie Roseman keeps his job. Like, comment, subscribe. That's the biggest issue that I have with this Haasan Reddick situation. I hope that he does well. Obviously, the Eagles couldn't have paid him $25 million. We got to pay Devontae Smith. We might have to pay Cam Jurgens. So there's some other players that will come on our books that in the next year or two, we will have to pay. So again, I love y'all. Appreciate all the support. Always keep it real. I'm out, y'all.